the moment, we still don't know how the green transition and the European Green Deal is going to affect the stability on the MENA region, because this is a long-term process, it's a transition. But what we can already see is that those countries that are depending on oil and gas export in the future might need to diversify their economies in order to mitigate the potential negative impacts of such a transition in their economies and societies. There's time for this transition, but this is an ongoing process that will surely affect countries all around the region, especially those that are exporting oil and gas. There are several dimensions where the EU could improve or try to improve the resilience to these ongoing changes, especially when it comes to the potential negative impacts of such a transition. First, there's the financial dimension. The EU could further deploy its investment instruments like the European Investment Bank. It could further strengthen the finance of key infrastructure like the interconnections, electricity interconnections. Also, there's the governance dimension where the EU could do more in terms of enhancing the multilateral dialogue, North-South, and also put the conditions there in order to enhance South-South dialogue and help overcome the geopolitical differences in the region. And also, and this is very important, the EU could do more in the societal level. It could improve resilience by making sure that this transition is first focusing on the needs of the South, for example, when it comes to the increasing electricity demand in the southern partners. So in the past, we saw how the EU sometimes prioritized those projects that were aiming at exporting electricity to the EU, or gas and oil, of course, but now the focus needs to be, in terms of the green transition, in meeting the demand of the southern partners, and then, if possible, use the surplus of electricity production to export that green energy to Europe. But this is a long-term plan, and the first short and medium term should be to focusing on meeting the domestic needs of these southern partners. So what can I say about the Young Researchers Forum? I think it's a wonderful opportunity to meet people around the region, from Europe, from the South, to be exposed to the ideas of researchers that work on similar but different topics from ours. And I think it's a wonderful opportunity to get exposed to other alternative narratives, and from a European perspective, it's very important to come here and listen what other people has to say about their needs, their narratives, and their worldviews and their views for the region and for their own countries, of course.